In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to effectively create and adjust a mask in Adobe Premiere Pro. Whether you're looking to apply a specific effect to just part of your video or refine its appearance using a mask, these steps are crucial. So let's dive right in. First, you'll want to import your video footage into Premiere Pro. Once you have your video in the program, drop it onto the timeline. This sets up your workspace and allows you to choose the specific clip you would like to work with. Carefully selecting the portion of the clip you wish to mask is important, as this will be the foundation for your next steps. The next step involves deciding on the type of effect you want to apply to your masked area. If you plan to use a mask to add effects like blurring or color grading, you'll begin by applying that effect directly to your clip. For instance, navigate through Video Effects to stylize, and then Mosaic if you aim to give your clip that particular effect. On the other hand, if you're intending to alter or mask the opacity, in other words, to either crop out an area or remove something, you'll be working with the opacity panel instead. Now, it's time to create your mask. Head on over to the Effect Controls panel. Remember, if you don't see this panel, you can easily open it by navigating through Window and then choosing Effect Controls. Here, you'll notice options under the effect you've applied or the opacity property to draw your mask using different tools. The Ellipse tool, the Rectangle tool, or the Free Draw tool, also known as the Pen tool. Each has its own advantages. Choosing the Ellipse or Rectangle tool will give you a preset shape that's easily adjustable for your needs, whereas the Pen tool allows you to create custom shapes by clicking to add points. To make smooth curves, hold down the Alt or Option key while dragging to access Bezier handles. Once you've drawn your initial mask, you'll likely need to adjust it to fit your vision precisely. Start by refining the shape, which could mean moving, scaling, or even rotating the mask. You can do this by manipulating the handles directly within the program monitor or adjusting the parameters back in the effect controls. To ensure your masked area looks natural, feather the edges slightly, which softens them and aids in blending with the rest of the video. Additionally, adjust the mask expansion setting to make the overall mask area larger or smaller, based on your focus. If, at any point, you wish for the effect to apply outside rather than inside the mask, you simply need to check the Invert Mask option. If the part of the video you're masking involves movement, it's time to track that motion. Head back to Effect Controls, and under the mask, locate the Mask Path option and click on the stopwatch icon to keyframe its movement. For an even more streamlined process, use the built-in Track Selected Mask, forward, or backward buttons to let the software track the motion automatically. Finally, it's important to review and fine-tune what you've created. Play your clip back and carefully watch the masked area. Are the edges blending in seamlessly? If too harsh, increase the feather amount. Is the mask staying true to its target? If it's drifting, inspect your keyframes and refine the tracking as necessary. Also, ensure the effect within the mask appears natural and fits seamlessly into the rest of the project by tweaking any associated parameters. By following these steps, you'll skillfully handle masks in your video projects with ease. That's it for today's tutorial. Happy editing!